Now, this is my 1994 Chevy Silverado K1500. This is going to be the new project truck for the foreseeable future. This truck has approximately 176,000 miles on it, and it is literally in like the perfect condition. Me, living in, the Midwest, we get a lot of harsh winters here, a lot of salt on the roads, leads to a lot of rust in the undercarriage of vehicles. It can actually destroy a lot of vehicles, but this truck has been pretty much inside its entire life. Got a little work light. You can just go around, you can look at literally anything you ever wanted to with the engine. You just got this nice, neat little cord. Look at that! That's engineering right there. Got a little crank, you just wind it back up. Now, the first thing that's gotta go are these sideboards. Now, it looks like it's just bolted right up to the frame there. So it should just be, whatever this bolt is, and take it right off. One thing that's nice while making YouTube content is you always have light right where you need it. Name something more annoying than digging in your toolbox when you need an 11 mil and you find both a 10 and a 12. I don't want either of these. I want the one in between. The bolts are a little stuck, so I'm gonna hit them with a little bit of... It has come to my attention that considering this truck is now 30 years old, those bolts might not come out. I'm kind of thinking of just leaving them on there. They don't really look that bad. Plus, it'll help protect the rockers. See, I feel like I'm out of frame, but then I forget how wide of a lens that camera has. The next issue I'm told with this truck is the back brakes don't actually work that good. So I figured we'll pull the wheels off and we'll take a gander at the quality of the brake pads back there. How many car gurus are going to get mad at me for saying brake pads and not brake shoes, because they're technically drum brakes. I don't think anything will fly off, right? Nothing's going to fly off. I hope nothing flies off. Well, the brakes definitely aren't stuck. This is what I mean though, like look at this truck. That's like all surface rust. In some parts of the world, it might be like, wow, that's a lot of rust. But where I'm from, this is like amazing considering this is a 30-year-old truck. Yeah, this one's stuck. This one's really stuck. Well, I found the problem. So I pulled the drum off on this side so I could actually see which one was what brake system, because this is actually where the parking brake is, which I think is what's stuck. The actual brake cylinder right here is what's actually pushes these two shoes out, which actually, rubs against the brake drum and actually, stops the brakes. Somewhere underneath here, there's another mechanism that pushes the bottom shoes out, which uses as a parking brake. There's actually two cables. This one I believe is where the parking brake is, and then there's one in the top right there that I think that's the regular brake system. So what I gotta do now is find the cable at the front of the truck and see where this is on the other side. So back there is the brake drum. If you follow all this cable all the way up here, you see, I don't think it's supposed to be this loose. So something is definitely stuck back there. Bit of a progress update. It's been like 3 hours, maybe. So I finally got the hub to spin. Oh, it's still really tight, but it spins. What I ended up doing is the entire cable where this little plastic shroud is completely rusted. It won't budge at all. So I ended up cutting a little slit down here, and I've been slowly spraying some penetrating oil in there to try and loosen up the parking brake, which is actually working. See, if I put a little bit of force into it, I can actually spin the tire now. It's pretty easy, but I still can't get the drum off, which makes me think that the shoes are still engaged. So I'm gonna continue spraying some more penetrating oil and see if I can get it unstuck. This is starting to become one of those projects where I've decided just to cut it off and start over. So after another, couple hours of spraying it with penetrating fluid, I'm starting to get tired and I kind of just want this project to be over with. So I've decided to make the drastic decision of just cutting the cable off. Now, I should be fine because I tore the other side apart looking at how the brake shoes work, and it looks like both shoes are on this side, and there seems to be some kind of scissor mechanism down here that when the cable pinches together, it pushes the brake pads out, and then there's a spring on top that pushes the shoes back together. So I should be fine just to cut the cable off. And I looked it up and they're like 20 bucks to get a new cable. So I just decided this is no longer worth my time trying to salvage that cable. So I'm just gonna cut it off. In worst case scenario, if I completely screw something up, I'll get it on tape for entertainment purposes. Just gonna have to tie off this cutoff brake line right here, or brake cable. It's not a brake line. I'll have to put that over here for now, just so it doesn't rub against the wheel or fall off. This is how much of a child I am on the inside. Does this not sound like a motorcycle? I'm tired. Because I like to advocate good practices on this channel, I'm actually gonna go drive the truck around a little bit and then come back and retort the back wheels, which is what you always should do because, you know, the wheel likes to settle a little bit and you should always retort your wheels after you take them off, no questions asked. So I just drove the truck around, retort the wheels, everything is good to go. It drives a lot better. You know, like in your car, how, you know, you can just step on the brake, put it in drive and let off the brake and the car rolls. See, this truck never did that. So for me to drive it now and have it do that is kind of weird, not gonna lie. But that's gonna be it for today's video. If you liked the video, make sure you give it a like down below. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you wanna see more truck videos just like this. I do a whole variety of projects here. And there's more to come in the future. I'm happy to say that I am having more fun than ever making videos on this channel. And there's gonna be a lot more to come. And of course, I will see all of you next time. Peace.